Welcome, Alkinoos. Would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers?
Of course, of course. My name is Alkinoos, and I'm the co-founder of and CEO of Purpose Labs. At Purpose Labs, our vision is a world with fulfilled people who are on a pathway of purpose. And for us, purpose is the sense of meaningful direction in life and career. Our mission is to support every individual around the world on their way to a fulfilling life. And we want to do this by combining the latest tech tools with the power of human coaching. Our first product that came out this year is called Purpose Boost and is specifically tailored for coaches and their coachees, bringing the latest AI tools in their own hands. So it is an all-in-one coaching platform which achieves three core things to simplify the business development, marketing, and admin work of coaches so that they can focus on the transformational impact with their coachees, to provide coachee support outside of the live session and for their coachees to feel supported between the sessions. And it also tracks and visualizes the progress of their coachees and hence quantifies the impact of the coach. And our priority right now is to bring coaching in this new era safely and responsibly, and most of all, keep it human-centered.
Fabulous. And actually, would you say it's client-centered? The
Yes,
coachee?
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We focus a lot on the individual, making sure they have a space to explore their goals with their coach, visualize a plan towards the goal, and also have a space to reflect during the process,
Mm,
which are all core components of any coaching journey.
mm. Well, and also how you've described it with the career, I imagine once I have your tool as my pocket agent, if you like, my assistant, I can take it all the way through my career.
Exactly, exactly. So it's meant to be a tool that supports an individual throughout the whole journey of their life and career, and coaches can come in to support really doing the transformational impact that they can have, and throughout the full journey of an individual in their career and life. And no matter how the world is changing, because let's face it, the world will be changing probably faster than we can keep up with.
Mm,
Yes.
mm, mm. So 2025 then, the first product that you've brought to market
Mhm.
must have been a fantastic year for you. So why don't we reflect on your journey through 2025 and thinking about any kind of meaningful moments where you've observed something that either surprised or delighted you in the context of human connection, AI, and coaching.
Yes, so 2025 was a very special year for us, of course, because it was the first time that we created our product, launched it in the world, and shared it with the coaching community. And it was very inspiring to see coaches supporting us in this mission and realizing that we really want to support them. And one moment that stays with us for sure for this year is the first real world coaching journey that Purpose Labs was part of. And this was made possible by the trust of the first coach who wanted and was open to experience it, and that used the platform with an actual coachee. So it was very inspiring to see them collaborate through our platform, having all the necessary tools in one place, such as a canvas, a virtual meeting room, meeting summaries, but also for the coachee to have a space to make progress between the sessions, keeping them accountable, having the plan visualized, because of course visualizing the process is half of the job, and having a space to explore goals and have access to all the resources that were necessary to make progress and keep on growing.
Mm,
This proved to us that it is possible to turn coaching from a few maybe fragmented sessions to a continuous journey of self-exploration and ultimately growth for the individual, but
mm,
hopefully also for the coach.
mm.
Yes.
And I imagine because it is also coach centered. So through my life, I've had a few different coaches, but this would allow me to have different coaches at different points in my life, or have maybe multiple coaches.
Absolutely, yes, because everyone is on a journey. Life is not one coaching session or two or three with one person. We all grow. We all follow different paths in our lives based on how we evolve as human beings, how our values evolve, how our skills evolve. So of course we don't want to lose all the progress that we made in the past, and that is how we want to turn coaching into a continuous process, which is of course relevant to every individual, no matter their age, their profession, and where they come from.
Mm,
Um, because when we also think about sports, we take it for granted that an athlete has a coach, but why would not every other individual have a coach in their life? And this should be supported from a system that really is uniform throughout this whole journey, no matter who your coach is at different stages in your
mm,
life. Yeah.
mm. So it's quite an experimental time for the coaching profession with all of these new opportunities arising. But as we experiment and learn, what principles guide you in keeping AI human-centered, ethical, and inclusive?
Of course. Yeah, that's a great question and very important one. So of course, when any new technology is introduced, we need to make sure that it is going to be used in a way that promotes human growth and not the opposite. Because of course, it is not really what the technology is or does, but how we put it into practice. So at Purpose Labs, we decided that some of the values that will guide our decisions as we go forward I can mention three of them. One of them is that human connection is irreplaceable. And we believe that no matter the most powerful technology, AGI, or more powerful models than the ones we have today, can replace human life, right? So if we break down what human life means, is essentially a collection of human experiences that we all have. And the sense of communication and connection with the other people, which is what's happening also through coaches, will never be removed. So when designing our product, we are very careful to assess and really make public only the features that amplify this human interaction or make up more time for it, allowing it to take place in a bigger scale instead of reducing it. So human connection is irreplaceable, number one. Number two is to really listen to the concerns and feedback of the coaching community. So we keep on speaking with coaches on a daily basis to listen to their perspective and what their concerns are regarding the use of technology in their practice. And some of the things we've heard include, of course, the data privacy, of their own resources and frameworks, but also of their coaches. So before even bringing the product out in the world, we went through the whole process of making our tool compliant to all the major data security and privacy standards around the world, both for Europe, US, and around the world. And of course, we made sure to make it also comply with the ICF AI guidelines, which are a great resource for all the tech companies out there that want to support the coaching community. And before even bringing it to the hands of the first coach and the first coachee, we made sure that the security is not compromised. So number two is listening to the concerns of the coaching community. And number three, which is a core mission of ours also, is to bring coaching to every individual around the world. As I said before, coaching is a very transformative process for any individual, really, and it should be accessible to everyone. So a prominent principle that we have integrated in the identity of the product is the connection aspect. So our tool aims to also connect every person with the coaches that will support them in the different stages of their journey of self-exploration, navigation, and ultimately purpose finding. So people that even join the platform without a coach can connect to the most suitable one for them. and really get started with their own personal and professional coaching journey.
Mm.
So, as a recap, it's that human connection is irreplaceable, listening really to the concerns of the coaching community. And third is to bring the coaching to bring coaching to every individual around the world.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us because I'm sure that will be very reassuring for a lot of our coaches to hear
Of course.
the way you're thinking about bringing technology into this space. And so now, if you imagine one shift that could positively shape the next chapter of coaching, what would it be?
Yeah, there's a lot of paths that we see forward that are possible. And maybe what benefits this brainstorming is to really look back in history and maybe see how other industries were transformed due to some real world events that really impact every individual. So, if we take COVID as an example, the group of professionals that were tasked with the responsibility to support individuals were, of course, doctors, but also psychologists, because the impact of people staying at home all day really affected everyone. So as a result, there was a massive expansion of mental health apps, which also connected individuals with psychologists during this process. And that way, the mental health support became more democratized and really accessible to every individual around the world. Now, if we take this analogy to how maybe we imagine the world changing in the next few years, my assumption is also that the world and maybe the job market as well will be shifting to new paths faster than ever, and maybe faster than most of us can really keep up with. And of course, the group of professionals now that will be tasked with the responsibility of supporting individuals in this transition phase will be coaches. So, coaches will be very relevant to help individuals redefine their skills, their unique value proposition, what makes them really unique compared to any technology or any other person, and ultimately redefine their purpose, the sense of direction in their life. So, for this support system to scale, we believe also that there needs to be a change in the business and financial model of coaching to make it more accessible and inclusive for every human being around the world. And maybe an analogy that might fit here is how Uber helps people go from place A to place B in the physical space. So when we want to move from one place to the other, we use Uber and our driver takes us there. Similarly, coaching in a way supports individuals going from point A to point B, but in their life and career space. So, as Purpose Labs, we want to experiment and see if we can create this connection between the coaches, which in the Uber case are the drivers, and the individuals, so the passengers, in a way that every person around the world has access to it.
Mm.
And regarding the community, the coaching community, and how it can support this shift, we want to be actively part of ICF and the global coaching community. And we hope to see that everybody will stay open-minded, will participate in the discussion around the new technologies. Everybody will share their perspectives from all around the world, and that we will encourage curiosity and experimentation with these tools. And to, of course, prepare the coaches of the next generation.
Mm. So I like the idea of moving away from fear and actually moving into active dialogue, really helping, share your voices, so that we can listen to what's needed, expected, so that we can build ethically and responsibly in this space. I think that's great. I think there's
Abs-
another thing you mentioned there, the the need to reimagine or disrupt the financial model, the sales and marketing, the administration of coaching in order that people can scale the human side of their practice easily. And I'm th thoughtful there. I interviewed somebody in my podcast, Julian Wazorski, and he talked to me about self-driving businesses, that there are organizations out there that are starting to build agentic AI solutions that can make running a small business a lot easier.
Hmm.
So I wonder if there's something we could look at in terms of, is there something we can do to help individuals running their own practice or small practices? How might we help them with the administration of that?
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of what we also try to do with coaches running their business. Of course, from what we've heard, most coaches spend 80% of the time just managing essentially the logistics around their business, and only 20% really doing why,
Mm,
really doing the coaching aspect, which is the interaction with the coachees, and which is why they do it. So if we
mm,
can flip this percentage on the other side and allow more human interaction to happen, then that's going to be a blessing, I think, for both the coaches to really do more of what they want to do and why they do coaching and why they want to support people in their transformation process, but also the coaches themselves to have more time to interact with the coaches, and maybe more people will be able to be supported because of this change as well. Yeah.
definitely. The world needs more coaches.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's
Yes.
a key
And
reflection. Yeah.
yes, yes. And we hope to see even more coaches making this step to support others in their journeys and
Mm,
contribute their experience
mm.
and their desire to help them grow. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to share with us before we close?
I mean, I would like to share a big thank you to all the ICF community because for us it was the first time putting ourselves out there, especially in ICF Converge and the conference in San Diego. So we really are grateful for all the support we received, for people being open to have conversations with us, and yeah, I'm very hopeful for the future of coaching for sure.
Well, thank you for joining the family, and
And
I hope you have a wonderful festive season. And I look forward to working with you in 2026.
we too. Happy holidays to everyone. Thanks so much,
Thank you,
Susan.
Alkinoos. Thank you.